Hello and welcome back. Today we're reacting to some more epic rap battles of history. Today we've got the Ghostbusters versus the Mythbusters. If you haven't seen the Ghostbusters movie, you are missing out. It is a classic. It is a true classic. My kids just watched it like around last Halloween actually, and they loved it. It was amazing. And of course, everyone knows who the Mythbusters is. Let's just dive right in and see what's going on. As per almost always, we now listen to a verse and then we rewind that verse and we kind of go through it on a little bit more detailed level. But we listen to the whole verse so we can kind of get the flow and get the beat and get the feel for what was happening too. But then we follow back and we go through in more detail. So if that's not your thing, you can skip through that part. But it's what I like to do. I like to see what's going on. Let's hop right in. Oh, that sounds cool. Wow, they did a good job.
Are you tired of two geeks and mustaches?
Oh, the commercial.
Be boring with explosions and crashes. If you or the Lorax want to bust like we do, give us a call.
The Lorax.
We're ready to defeat you. Ghostbusters, flow crushers, get the job done. Spitting out the lyrics like we got one.
Oh, the secretary.
Try to beat us in a battle? Man, you gotta be kidding me. The delivery of sand stands straight like my main man Slinky. I collect spores.
I love the costumes.
It's all fluff and filler. I'll kick your hiney man. I'm a savage killer.
Wow, your raps are just too whack to handle.
Let's do it like we do on the Discovery Channel. Your science is
Okay. We gotta whoop back that up. That was a pretty good one. And these guys are so on point with their costumes and sets. It's just, they've always been so impressive with that. Their art department, bravo.
The Ghostbusters versus the Mythbusters! Bring it!
Are you tired of two geeks and mustaches who can manage to be boring with explosions and crashes?
Yeah, that's kind of a dig because some people do find the show boring, but a lot of us don't.
If you or the Lorax want to bust like we do, give us a call. We're ready to defeat you.
And I really like that because that's a play on their commercial from the show. From the movie, rather.
Ghostbusters, flow crushers, get the job done. Spitting out the lyrics like we got one.
That's, of course, a play on the scene from the movie where, you know, they got their first call and the secretary, I forget her name, was all excited. And she jumped up and said that, we got one.
The people moving like the Statue of Liberty.
Try to beat us in a battle? Man, you gotta be kidding me.
The delivery of sand stands straight like my main man Slinky. I collect spores.
Tell them about the twink.
Like your show, it's all fluff and filler. I'll kick your hiney man. I'm a savage killer.
Oh, I'll kick your hiney, man. I'm a savage killer. That's because the Mythbusters, of course, is Adam Savage, right? And then, second guy's name, it's Heineman. Heineman. I can't remember his first name, but his last name is Heineman. So I'll kick your hiney, man. I'm a savage killer. That's some pretty good wordplay.
Tell them about the twink.
Like your show,
I don't remember a Twinkie.
I'll kick your hiney man. I'm a savage killer.
Wow, your raps are just too whack to handle.
Let's do it like we do on the Discovery.
They got the voices down good.
It's the opposite of competent process, and in this episode we'll give you a synopsis. Starting with the vacuum cleaner strapped up on your back. It's a fact. Positrons don't react like that. The ladies are great.
No, they don't.
Safety switch and Walter Peck was right. That's some shady shit. Good thing you work in a firehouse. 'Cause you just got burned. You are poor scientists. That's good. That's enough.
Oh, I like that. I really like that. They kind of brought in they're confirming a myth, right? That's awesome. Okay. We gotta listen to that part a bit more.
I'm a savage killer.
Wow, your raps are just too whack to handle.
Let's do it like we do on the Discovery Channel.
Let's do it. Yeah, and here they're kind of bashing on their science process, right? I don't remember the specifics, but I remember that there was a couple digs about scientific process in the movie Ghostbusters, but I don't remember the specifics there.
In this episode, we'll give you a synopsis. Starting with the vacuum cleaner strapped up on your back. It's a fact. Positrons don't react like that.
Yeah, of course. You know, it's a ghost movie. There's ghosts. They're capturing ghosts. They're making up technologies and words and stuff like that that just don't exist, right? So of course they're saying, yeah, you know, that's not how that works.
The ladies are great with no safety switch.
Yeah.
Peck was right. That's some shady shit.
I like that. Walter Peck, he was was he from the EPA? I think maybe the EPA. He was basically the inspector that was bent on trying to shut them down and blah blah blah. He was one of the antagonists of the film, basically. And he was quoted as saying, "This is some shady shit."
Good thing you work in a firehouse.
You just got burned.
Oh, you work in a firehouse. You just got burned.
You are poor, scientist.
That's good.
That's enough from the...
Okay. Those were both good first intros. I think that I have to give it to the Mythbusters, though, on the first round. They were both pretty good, but the Ghostbusters felt like it was more talking about themselves, and they didn't really get many digs in, and the one dig that I remember that they got in wasn't very good. Whereas the Ghostbusters, they didn't really spend much time doing that. They're like, you know what, we're gonna do that like we do on the Discovery Channel. We're the Mythbusters. You know how we do it. We don't need to introduce ourselves. You know all about us. We're just gonna talk about what's wrong with your movie and, you know, what you do poorly. And so I don't know. I enjoyed that a little bit better, but we'll see how it goes.
Firehouse.
You just got burned.
You are poor, scientist.
That's good.
That's enough from the walrus and Dickless the clown.
Let's show these bitches how we do it downtown. Are you sick?
Ho!
Eat 'em up,
Smoke it. High speed shows your ass get beat in slow motion.
Oh.
We roast show host when our flow cross streams.
busting out blockbusters.
While you work behind the scenes.
It's a rap test, dummy, and you're both getting crashed.
We came, we saw, we kicked your ass.
Ghosts aren't real.
Whoa. That was pretty cool. A lot of references in there.
In a
Okay.
firehouse.
You just got burned.
You are poor, scientist.
And that's confirmed.
That's enough from the walrus and Dickless the clown.
Let's show these
He was
bitches
called
how
that
we
in
do
the
it
in the
downtown.
movie
Are you
too.
sick? Ho! Eat 'em up,
Smoke it. High speed shows your ass get beat in slow motion. We roast show host when our flow cross streams.
Ah, yep, of course, Mythbusters rule number 1 about the pack. You never cross streams.
busting out blockbusters.
While you work behind the scenes.
It's a rap test, dummy, and you're both getting crashed.
We came, we saw, we kicked your ass.
Ghosts.
So I like that. I did. It wasn't bad. But the fact that I barely had to pause while going through the details on it kind of speaks to its complexity, right? It's not complex at all. There's not too many like double entendres or hidden meanings or double meanings or there's really not much to decipher there. It's pretty straightforward. It was all right, but it wasn't anything crazy. There was no weight to those punches, you know?
Aren't real.
But it should be said.
It's time to bring the B team back from the dead.
Things are getting scary when Tori
Ah, the B team.
when that ghost pops his cherry.
Oh.
And substitute our own.
Why'd you stop?
Couldn't think of a rhyme.
Well, just say the first thing that pops into your mind.
Whoa, it's Stay Puft. Okay, we're gonna count that as its own verse, I'm sure, coming up. Okay, I really enjoyed that. Okay, let's
Ghosts aren't real.
But it should be said.
It's time to bring the B team back from the dead.
I loved the B team. I thought that was an excellent dynamic in the show when they brought these 3 guys on, whose names I can't remember, and kind of added them as cutaways to go do little side things. I thought that was great. It gave the show a bit of extra substance to it, you know, and it kind of broke up the monotony a little bit because you could kind of start going down a rabbit hole, and it was, you know, maybe not boring is the right word, but it could get tedious, and this really helped break that tedium up. I really like the B team.
Things are getting scary when Tori
Tori, Grant, and Carrie.
when that ghost pops his
We'll leave that one be. You can figure that one out on your own.
We reject your blood and substitute our own.
And then it's his turn, and
Why'd you stop?
he can't think of a rhyme.
Well, just say the first thing that pops into your mind.
And this is, I'm just catching on now. This is a reference to the end of Ghostbusters, where, spoiler alert, Stay Puft gets summoned. Or no, I'm sorry. The demon takes the form of Stay Puft because that was the first thing that came into the dude's mind. So this is a reference to that. So they got Stay Puft coming in here. This is brilliant. Oh.
Your wings up, stay puff, stay fluff. Blaze Blaze chums and flip curry, butter side up. I smoke the Ghostbusters and fluff another one, don't play. Show these queens how to rock a beret. A lip so large you can't harsh my mellow. Just one
Oh,
step,
God.
you'll be out the ghetto. You best be afraid
He was
of my
huge.
marshmallow flows. This big pump just turned all you bitches to toes. Oh, whoa. Who's that?
Did Stay Puft just win? That was pretty good. Okay, let's
Mind.
go back.
You raise up and stay puft,
Raise
stay
up.
fluff.
I stay fluff.
Blaze chums and flip curry, butter
I'll flip carry butter side up. Guess you could take that a few different ways.
I smell the Ghostbusters and fluff another one.
Fluffer nutter. I don't want to. I'm not going to go into that one either. You know what? We'll just leave it be. I try to keep it kind of clean on this channel, so we'll just yeah, me saying that should be enough.
Don't play. Show these queens how to rock a beret.
Ah, he's making fun of his beret.
Can't harsh my mellow. Just one
Harsh
step,
my mellow. Marshmallow, harsh my mellow.
be
That's
out the ghetto. You best be afraid of my marshmallow flows. This big pump just turned all you bitches to toes.
toasted marshmallows. That was pretty good. Now, he seemed to be on the Ghostbusters side, so I'm going to count Stay Puft's verse here as a Ghostbusters rebuttal, which is a little unfair because the Ghostbusters started, so it seems like they may have gotten a little extra time if you count Stay Puft that way. But you know what? I think that's what we're going to do because he was roasting the Ghostbusters. I'm sorry, he was roasting the Mythbusters. But I think still, regardless in my mind, I think the Mythbusters took it. Their hits just hit a lot harder. There was a lot more substance there. They were not really boasting themselves up as much, but they were more jabbing. And I really liked that, you know, whereas the Ghostbusters, they kind of just built themselves up a lot. And when they did kind of hit, there wasn't much behind it. So I think the Mythbusters won. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know, and let me know why. I'd love to hear it. This was a great one. Absolutely wonderful. I can't wait for the next one. I'm really enjoying these. Anyway, thank you so much. If you like this, go ahead, drop me a subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.